Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and this is the TeraCube phone. Very different device, but it's in Kickstarter, so this product right here is coming out, so stay tuned. I have a link in the description if you want to join in on this Kickstarter and get some big discounts on it. But I teamed up with TeraCube and they're sponsoring this video, so I got the device. It is pre-production, but pretty much I'm going to give you the gist of this device, the best that I can in less than 10. Let's see if I can get this done. It's your man Jay. Let's get into this device. So the first thing that you see is the hardware. The hardware on this device is really nice. Glass front and back, you know the drill. I like the little red highlight of the power button. It's got a nice little iPhone 8 Plus design, if you will. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because that device is known for being one of the best in the game. So if they did mimic that style, that's a good thing. And at first glance, I was like, whoa, this is a pretty sexy device. I like that it has a rear mounted fingerprint reader, and the front of the design actually is reminiscent of some of the newer iPhones. It's got a 6.3-inch display on the front, and it is absolutely great. The hardware itself, you get something that most flagship devices are taking away, and we know what that is, folks. Say it with me: headphone jack. This is something that phones today seem to just be taking away as though it's a bad thing. Now, again, this is kind of a pre-production device, and this is in Kickstarter, but I teamed up with TeraCube to try to give you this video and give you some sense of what you can get into if you decide to back this product. And they are doing very well, apparently. They're 4 times over, so apparently this is going to do very well. Now, hardware alone doesn't make this phone great. What makes it great is the 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. That is something too that in this price range you probably won't get on a lot of phones. They're coming along, but this is kind of a mid-range powerhouse, if you will. It has a Helio P60 inside. Now, I don't know if those are the final products. Again, this is the pre-production model of this device. I don't have a box, I don't have anything, I just have the phone. But it's enough to get you going. It's unlocked for all carriers. And so in this video, I wanted to try to show you the device and show you what it could do. How about that? So hardware, internals, it's all there. One of the best internals that it has is stock Android. It's gonna ship with Pi, I believe, but I'm pretty sure in the paperwork that I saw, it's gonna get 10 and then 2 years or 3 years of updates, I believe. Now, speaking of years, one thing that this phone has one up on every other phone on the market, I believe, I don't think any other company is doing this. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4-year warranty. If you think about that alone, just based on the price, you're getting a whole bunch more. So if something happens, I think I read that they'll probably send you a device prior to yours even getting shipped back to them. Don't quote me on that, but just take a look in the link in the description with the Kickstarter and you can go read it all for yourself. Really nice device, man. It does have its ups and downs. No phone is flawless, but when you consider price, value, everyday consumer, this is probably going to be a win, which is why the Kickstarter probably is 4 times over, folks. They were looking around, I think, for like 25 grand. They're well over 100,000 right now. So I was like, you know what? I have no problem getting in on this because I really like tech. This is smartphoneconversations.com. And you know we got to dig out every smartphone we can get. This phone kind of is along the lines of Moto G competitor, Blue competitor, you know, Blue Mobile. It's in that line. Definitely Motorola, man. I mean, they're definitely trying to take a shot at Motorola, but this is a beautiful piece of hardware, and the fact that it's in a price range with that much RAM and that much storage is a good thing with stock Android. Not a lot of phones have stock Android, and I kind of been messing around with this and watching a lot of YouTube and doing mild gaming. We'll you know, show you a couple games or something like that, but the device itself is enough to where, just again, the warranty alone will make you say, whoa, this company is serious. And I think with the following that they have right now, I don't know how this is going to be in a year from now. I don't know how it's going to be 2 years from now. One thing I do know is they have all the backing from people backing them, getting behind them with this project. And not a lot of people can do that. It's very difficult to get your product launched when it's in Kickstarter. people have to really get behind you, and somehow they have managed to do that. And it was exciting, so I wanted to get in on it. So obviously in my videos, I don't just talk about the products, I show you the products. And so now we're gonna get into demonstrations of what I thought about this device, like real time, like games, cameras. I know you guys wanna see cameras. Now, there's some things about, again, pre-production model. So I don't believe this is the final camera software, and things could tweak for the better. But let's just see what this thing can do, and then I'll show you where I'm at with this phone. Alright folks, so as you can see, the phone having a Helio P60 actually did pretty good with those games. PUBG is a game I had to play because I know you guys are going to ask me could it handle that device or that application, and it very well can. And Asphalt 8 to me looked fantastic. What do you think about the photos? I think the video, taking a look at the video and the photos, I think the video is probably going to be improved once the final software comes out for the camera. They did let me know that, hey Jay, you know, this isn't final for the camera. We're going to definitely tweak that. But being able to get those clean shots with the right lighting, with the right angle, with the right moment, the camera actually looks really, really good for what it is. So I can only imagine, like I said, you know, I can only imagine how the camera is going to be in the final push through of the product. But ultimately, this phone is trying to set itself apart from other phones. Mainly now what I see is a lot of mid-range devices taking a lot of shots at higher end devices, and they're winning in certain aspects. Like there are higher end phones that look just like this that don't have some of the features and cost 3 to 4 times the cost. And that's ultimately what this company is going to get at. They're going to basically sell it on that premise alone. So how can they lose? Well, they've got the backing, they've got the product, and it's coming to production soon. We'll only see when time goes on, and we'll see how the phone actually does once it gets in the hands of consumers. And I don't see a lot of consumers disliking this phone compared to the options that they have on the market right now. What's a drawback for me? Well, again, I would say the cameras, but it's pre-production. So they let me know, Jay, that's not the final software. But the cameras definitely aren't on par with Motorola and phone companies like that. And also, it has a very, on the downside, weaker speaker than I would actually like. The volume isn't very loud on this device. For my ears, you might say that, hey Jay, I think it's loud enough. I've had that back and forth with plenty of people online saying, Jay, you know, I think those sound great. Well, that's a matter of perception. So to me, a single bottom firing speaker on a device like this would have been nice to have it coming out of the top front at least. Aside from the weaker speaker and the definitely needing some work on the cameras, I think this is going to be pretty good. Battery life should last you all day according to their numbers, and pretty much it can and will last me a full day. The stock Android is looking pretty good, so no bloatware that I would consider bloatware. I think I saw one bloatware, and I thought I saw Facebook, but I didn't see Facebook. So other than that, it's got an FM radio and everything. So this is a go. Is it a budget killer? I don't know yet, and I will give you follow-ups if I need to. But if you will, for now, check out the links in the description. And this is the TeraCube, man. It's actually a pretty good looking phone. And the fact that it has a fingerprint reader too, we'll see how that works out. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed a little mini review of the TeraCube. I'll see you in the comments. Take care.